How to become better at sales. Guys, there's nothing better in life than a person who is always striving and thriving to sell more. Do you know why? Because salespeople are everywhere. All those advertisements that you see on television, all the people that are promoting posters, creating Facebook advertisements, and on YouTube promoting some type of ads, there are people who are salespeople. Now, what do salespeople represent in life? People who can sell themselves are people who get married. They are people who have more kids. So to have 4 kids, you have to sell yourself 4 times to the person that you're having kids with. Now, to have a wife, to have a boyfriend, to have a girlfriend, to have a husband, you need to be able to sell yourself. To be able to have a marriage for 50 years, that is selling yourself every single day. To be able to communicate and give value is selling yourself, because it's a self-promotion type of thing. Now, people who self-promote themselves are always people who can sell themselves in a loving way. Now, when you are kinder in life, you can also become a better salesperson. People who are kinder in life, they're always people who are selling more, having more profit, maximizing their potential. They're doing better than everyone else, and they're always making sure that they are the best that they can be. Now, the whole point of life is to make sure that you're better than yesterday. So when you can become a better salesperson, you can also make sure that you're improving your mindset, that you are around salespeople who have succeeded, and that you're learning from the best of the best. Now, to become a better salesperson, you have to be able to talk. You have to be able to talk and communicate, and also be able to public speak, because the best salesperson on the planet must learn how to communicate and also how to become a better person throughout life. Now, those people who are always becoming better, they're always making sure that no matter what happens, they have the tools they need to become better in all areas of life. Now, those people who are personal development trainers and coaches and anything in life, they have to sell in order to make more money. Now, in life, you have to become an author. You have to do more things, because that's what salespeople do. In order to get to a better place, you have to sell yourself to a better place. Now, you have to sell that you are the best in the world, and that you must do something in life. Because if you are not convinced of your attitude and who you are, and you're not convinced of bettering yourself, then no one else is going to listen to you, because people who strive to better themselves and thrive in life are people who are always bettering themselves, and they are the people who can influence other people and also motivate other people to become better, because that's the ultimate sales pitch. The ultimate sales pitch and becoming a better salesperson is not just making more money, it's also creating balance in your life. So to become a better salesperson, you have to make sure that you are also learning in daily life, anything that's going to improve you, because a person who's balanced is a better salesperson. Because those who have a balanced life, those who are salespeople, are always people who can communicate and influence. Now, to be able to influence, you have to be able to sell, and to be able to sell, you have to be able to love yourself. Because those people who are loving themselves, those people who have the mindset to be able to become greater, to be able to become an entrepreneur, to solve problems, to be able to plan daily, to be able to lift yourself up the most in life, and make sure that you're always growing and always expressing yourself in a different way. Those people are always going to be more disciplined, they're going to be more motivated, they're going to be a high person of life in terms of reputation, in terms of status, in terms of communication, vocabulary, in terms of becoming greater in speaking, in public speaking, in what you do as a person. So it doesn't matter what you do, it's just why do you do what you do, nothing else. So what is your why? Because people who are salespeople always recommend and always see and understand what their why is. So for example, my why for selling this video is to give you value. That is my why. That is my why for this video, and that is what drove me to do this video. So when you have a why to become better, you'll become better. When your why is strong enough to change the world, you will change the world. You will change the world, because you must always be better than yourself. If you're not better than yourself, you will not even watch this video. So to be able to be here with me and listen to this video and hear me out, but not just hear me out, but listen, you will also be a better salesperson, because better salespeople are people who are always training themselves, training their minds, making sure that they are looking inside while they are speaking, making sure that they are present in the moment and exactly speaking according to how they interpret life. Now, those people who are interpreting life a better way are obviously going to live a better life. But being able to help those who are unaware and people who are at the bottom right now and who are rock bottom in terms of money, in terms of health, in terms of status, in terms of education, they are the people that we must lift up. Because to be humane in life, to be a person who is far greater than everyone else, you have to be able to lead yourself first. Because leading yourself first leads to sales pitches. It leads to a better vocabulary. It leads to a person who can sell the world on their way of thinking. Now, when you can sell the world on your way of thinking, you're actually giving value. You're actually persuading people by giving them value to better themselves. So when you better people, you'll always have the best selling point. And that's all you need in life to become a better salesperson. The best salesperson on the planet is not the person who makes the most money. It's actually the person who makes the most money, lives the longest, has the best legacy, and is always improving themselves and is better than yesterday. Because there are so many variations of life, and not one aspect of life is going to define you. You need all aspects of life in life to be able to never be defined, but also be defined, but never be defined. Now, what do I mean? I mean that life is contradictory, because you cannot ever define anyone in life. But what you can do is always better yourself to become a better salesperson, so that you can influence, so that you can create big events, so that you can have a massive, beautiful website, and so that you can sell millions of dollars on that website. Because that's the whole goal. Look at Amazon. Look at Amazon, for example. They have this big Amazon website owned by, who was it? It was, I forgot his name. It will come back to me. But the owner and founder of a website called Amazon, the guy is the richest person in the world, and he earns and makes millions of dollars just on this website. And where is he on that face? Like, where is he on that website? He's nowhere to be found in terms of where his face is. But everyone sees on Google who's the founder of Amazon. And to be able to better yourself and to be able to find the necessary knowledge that you need to better yourself is to be able to make sure that people are getting a service. Now, to get a service, you have to be able to create one. You have to be able to be the service. You have to be the person who is a salesperson. You cannot create a robot to do it for you. You need to do it yourself. So you have to better your habits to create a massive franchise like Amazon that this guy, whoever it was, created, so that you can make millions of dollars on a website that helps people with a service. Because service is what's going to make you better. Service is what you need in life to better other people, and so that you can provide something to also make sure that you are financially free and that you are getting places. So to be able to always make sure that no matter what happened in the past, you move on and you make sure that you keep in this moment. Because if you keep to the past, you're going to be full of regret. Those people who are always thinking a second ago, or having a second ago, and how important a second ago was, they are people who are losing out on life. Because whatever I said in the past, it doesn't matter to me. Because this moment now is the most important, because I've learned from the past, I've moved on, and no matter what happens, I'm always learning and I'm always growing. Now, there are no mistakes in life, and those people who think there are mistakes, and those people who think they are failures, and those people who are right-minded and think they're right, and those people who are ashamed, guilty, have anxiety, all have one thing in common. They all must grow. Now those people who are growing obviously are always going to be less anxious, they're going to be less angry, they're going to be better sales people, they're going to have less mental health issues, you're going to have more discipline, you're going to have more money, you're going to be able to achieve more spirituality, and you're going to be able to develop yourself into a far greater person, and you're going to be able to lead people, you're going to be able to love yourself, you're going to have Jesus in your life, okay? You're going to have a greater power on your side. Now, if you don't even believe in Jesus, if you don't even believe in a higher power, just believe in yourself, okay? And if you don't believe in yourself, guess what? Then you have no other choice, okay? Your other choice is just commit suicide. It's as simple as that. So the best thing you can do is always make sure you're growing, because you will not even be in this video if you are not growing. Because I give you the best value on the planet to make sure that you'll grow. Because value is king, remember that. Money is not king, value is king. The more that you can give value, the better chances you'll make money. The better chances you'll be a better salesperson. The better chances you'll have a sexier boyfriend or girlfriend. Because those people who give value are always people who are salespeople. They are people who sell. They sell you on value, they lift you up, they motivate you, they discipline you. They also show you the gateway, and they show you the direction that you must follow, and you must follow the directions. You must walk those steps alone, and you must make sure that you are improving yourself day in and day out, so that you can upload more, so that you can upload more to YouTube, upload more content, produce more content, make sure that you're communicating in the best way possible, and making sure that you are producing content that is best for you. Because it's not about other people, it's about you. It's not about you, it's about me. So the whole point of this video is to help you, to help me, so that we can help each other, so that we can help grow the world. That's how we must look at life. We must look at life that we are selfish, but in a way that we are improving and never taking. So never take from people, only give. When someone gives you something, give them 1,000 in return and more. Make sure you give them a lot more than they gave you. Because people who are trying to improve you, people who do improve you, always give them back more. Try to give even more, and never try to hold back, because holding back is going to hold you back in life. So when you hold back, you're only giving 99%. Now, you have to give the full 100% to someone, and just blurt it out. Just say it. And spray it. Say it and spray it, but make sure you live it. Okay? And it doesn't matter who teases you and who says that you're this and that and who's criticizing you. Guys, believe in yourself the most. Those people who believe in themselves the most are always going to be better salespeople, because those people who believe themselves the most and believe in themselves the most, they're always going to have a better reputation, they're always going to love themselves, they're always going to have greater faith, and they're always going to be better than yesterday. So the only vision that you must achieve is not be a better salesperson, it's just be better than yesterday in any area of life. So the more that you can be better than yesterday, the more you can become a salesperson, the more you can lead, the more you can influence, the more you can discipline yourself, the more you can grow, the more you can live life. Now, what does that mean? What does living life mean? It means living to 150. Yeah? Because obviously, I'd rather live to 150 than live to 100. Would you agree? So the whole point of that is to grow daily. So if you want to be like my grandfather, who died at 93, then you have to grow daily. And now, my grandfather was not a famous person at all, but he grew himself daily to live to 93. And that's better than some famous people, like for example, Zig Ziglar is a massive, massive inspiration for me. He died at 86. So my grandfather lived longer than Zig Ziglar. This is just the truth, okay? But obviously Zig Ziglar made a bigger impact and a bigger legacy than my grandfather did. But listen, my grandfather lives through me now. And now I take what my grandfather had and I take the torch and I start to do my best to influence myself the most. And that's the whole point, guys. You're never putting people down, and you're never looking down on people, okay? I see many people who are in a 9-to-5 job, and they're looking down at people like who are looking for the 9-to-5 job, who are looking for employment. And they're like, oh yeah, what job do you want to do? And why do you want to do that? And they're like, they shun you and they criticize you for not having a job. Now, those people who are stuck in the job are worse off than those people who have time freedom, who are not in a 9-to-5 job. So even the person who is mentally ill, who has no 9-to-5 job, is richer because they have more time than the person who is working a 9-to-5 job. Because at least the person who is mentally ill is not a slave to other people. Because they at least have time out of the 9-to-5 job to do their own thing. Now, in every aspect of life, there is a positive and a negative. But what you must do is make more positives in life and make sure that you're looking out for yourself the most. Those people who are looking out for themselves the most in life are always people who are braver, have more courage. They have more courage, which is another word for brave, and being braver. So when you can be more brave, you can also have more confidence, and you can also sell yourself and communicate better, because those people who have a better vocabulary and are learning more are also people who are braver in life. Now, you have to be able to dive into books, dive into sales books, dive into marketing books, dive into all types of books out there, like for example, spirituality, personal growth, finance. This is all going to improve you. Now, you need finance, you need spirituality, you need personal growth, you need marketing, sales, and also being able to grow yourself daily, because that is the foundation of empathy, and empathy is going to make you a greater person. Now, what is empathy in life? Empathy is your ability to sell. It's your ability to sell others into a better way of thinking. It's your ability to remain in integrity. Now, when you can remain in integrity, when you can be in integrity, what you can do is you can live your talk and speak at the same time. Now, those people who have integrity also live their word. Whatever they say, they actually mean it and they actually live it. But there are people who are hypocrites, and a hypocrite is someone who says something but never does it. Now, those people are nobodies. Those people who say it and never do it, they are nobodies. They're just backstabbers. They're just talking negatively about everyone. Now, those people who are integrity are people who have left the crowd. They influence on social media and they actually teach you something. They give you value, and those are the people that you must be around. Those people who are giving you value are never talking about people in a negative way. They may talk and say something on video about someone, but they'll do it positively. Okay? And now when you lift people positively, no matter what it is, you must always be able to talk behind someone's back in a positive way. And always be lifting people. Never be dragging people down. Never do gossip. Never do gossip, because gossip has got everything to do with politics. People who choose gossip, who are in politics, are always against one another. Now, never do gossip, because you're downlifting yourself and you're not doing anything good for anyone. So the best thing you can do is make sure that when you gossip in a positive way and say, no, that guy was good. She's a good woman. She just has to become more aware, and that's it. And you just remain positive throughout your conversations with everyone. If someone says for you to agree with them that someone is negative, never agree with them that someone is negative, but remain positive throughout your life. When you can remain positive, as Zig Ziglar said, positivity will get you further than negativity ever will. Now, what you can do is make sure that you're always making your fortune by working on yourself. Jim Rohn. Because those people who work on themselves, guys, if you're working on yourself, you're definitely going to be an influencer. You're going to make millions of dollars. You're going to make billions of dollars. But all you have to do is improve one habit at a time every single day to be able to sell yourself better. Because when you sell yourself better, you're living in integrity. And integrity is the best sales pitch on the planet. As Zig Ziglar said, your number one weapon in life is integrity. So when you can live your word and live it, you can also achieve anything you need to in life. So the only thing that you need in life is to grow. When you can grow, you can achieve everything. So remember, daily, always find something to do that's going to help you grow in some aspect of your life, and make sure that you are investing more time in yourself. So stay away from the nightclubs, because nightclubs can take easily 30 hours from your life on the weekends. I was taking 30 hours of my life every single week just for clubbing. So what I would do is I would go to work or whatever, come back at say 4 o'clock, and then go and leave at 6 o'clock to go night clubbing, and then come back 5 in the morning. Guys, that's 11 hours. What did I do? Just with friends in a nightclub or at the casino in Sydney. Doing what? Chasing women? Trying to get laid? 11 hours of my life was wasted. But not just that, I was doing 30 hours a week. And once you keep that up, that's going to make you fail so much. So what you need to do is always invest your time better with better people. So the best thing you can do on the planet is be on your own throughout life. Because the more that you can invest time in you and be alone and just be away from people, just let them be. Let them go and hang out with those women and men. Let them have the woman, let them have the men. Let them go and hang around with each other doing drugs and smoking cigarettes, while you are learning throughout the scenes and learning behind the scenes in silence, and then boom, suddenly you're a social media influencer and suddenly all eyes are on you. All of them would be talking about you because you have done something for the past 5 years, while they were fucking doing nothing. So that is the thing about being a salesperson. It is do something for nothing, not nothing for something. So when you're working a 9-to-5 job, make sure you're doing something at the 9-to-5 job and you're not wasting time. Make sure that you are giving your 100%, because the best salesperson on the planet gives their best. Remember that. So those people who are giving their best every single day and giving and never taking from anyone. If someone gives you something, give them tenfold in return. Make sure that you can give something to someone, because that makes you valuable. A person who is valuable is always going to be the best person on the planet, because only valuable people are to be understood and to be admired. Remember that. Those people who are just improving themselves and always lifting themselves, those people are always going to make sure that you get to a better place. And you just have to make sure that no matter what happens, you're always improving yourself in terms of your communication. So writing is a big deal to be a better salesperson. So the more that you can write, the more that you can teach, the better salesperson you're going to make, because a teacher is a seller. A person who teaches sells the most. The person who can sell the most value can also sell anyone else, because the person who has the most value always gains the most profit, and always gains the most money, and always has the best things in life. They have the grander things in life. Now, what you need to do is make sure that you get the knowledge. Robert Kiyosaki. Get the knowledge. If you need to improve your finances, read financial books. Read financial books and start off with Robert Kiyosaki and Grant Cardone. Now, with Grant Cardone, you need to read real estate, because real estate is going to get you into a better pattern. And now Grant Cardone is a big salesperson on the planet, and he can teach you sales also. So read from him. Now, the whole point of being a better salesperson is create better habits. Habits are everything in life. In all aspects of life, in all topics of life, habits is the first thing you must talk about, because habits play a role in your life the most. Your habits, your routine, your meditation is all the same thing. So your meditation is your habits. Your habits is your schedule. Now, the most greatest aspect of your life is your ability to manage your time, so that when you can start eating better, when you can actually have a greater mindset through eating habits, and also through business, through entrepreneurship, through journaling, through planning, daily is very important. You guys have to plan daily. When you guys do all of this, you can then make sure that you're going to become a better person. And a better person is always a better salesperson. Because the best thing that sells in life, the best attitude on the planet, is always the person who is always better than themselves in any aspect of life, in every aspect of life. Because the best selling point is your attitude. Dr. Wayne Dyer. Guys, you've got nothing else to sell but your attitude. Improve your attitude, improve your life. Dr. Wayne Dyer. No matter what happens, guys, just make sure that you're lifting yourself every day. That's the most important. Every day you must lift yourself. Your number one goal in life is you. Your number one goal in life is to improve yourself. Your health comes first. Now, when you improve your health, you will do anything to do it. Now that means stay away from late nights, stay away from caffeine, stay away from alcohol, drugs, legal drugs, illegal drugs, medication. Stay away from it, because health comes first. Remember that. You have to discipline yourself. When health comes first, you're always going to study nutrition. You're going to study nutrition and you're going to be able to lose weight. You're going to get into the gym. You're going to get into the gym because better salespeople look better. When you can sell yourself as a model and you look fucking sexy, then people are much inclined to come up to you and to say hi and to call you sexy, and to call you hot, to call you gorgeous, because that's what you are. So make sure that you're always becoming sexier, so that that is your sales point. Because when people see that you're sexy, you've got nothing to say for that. You just fucking show it. You show off your sexiness. And you have no need to say anything, because words never speak louder than actions. Your actions will speak louder than words. So each time you take a little action to become sexier, to get into the gym, to do the weights, to do the video, to do the stretching, to do something to improve others, eventually over time, you're going to have this massive university. Then you can create a university out of it. You can manifest a big event just through all the information that you've spoken. So the more value you give for the world, the more financially free you're going to be. And that's the best way to become financially free today. So those people who really need to be better salespeople are people who need to become also more financially free. So financially free life, the financially free life is going to help you always become a better person through money and through your mentality. Now, you always have to improve your life, and you have to make sure that money is never first, because you are first. Now, money is not evil, money is good, but to have more money is going to help you sell better. A woman would much rather go for a man who has money than the person who is broke. And a man rather go for a woman who has money than the woman who is dependent on their father. So the more that you can increase your status, the better for you. Get famous. Become someone. The more famous you get, the more you can be with famous people. So why not enjoy the high life in terms of the high spiritual life, not the fast track. Now people are taking the fast track and they're using drugs. They're wasting time, they're going clubbing, they're chasing women, they're having sex 5-6 days a week. Now you have to discipline yourself to stay away from the drugs, stay away from the people that are going nightclubs, stay away from nightclubs altogether. You have more money. You have more money when you stop alcohol. You have more money when you stop cigarettes. You have more money when you stop caffeine. You have more money when you stop eating. You have more money when you stop eating meat. When you become a vegan, you have 10 years longer to live. So anything that can add life to you or add life for you, do it. And never look back. Make sure that you never look back to how you were in terms of bad experiences, but make sure that you learn from those bad experiences and that you're never stuck in regret, because regret means to be stuck in the past. So if you are stuck when you're a child, if you were stuck when you were a child, then you need to be able to grow from that. So you need to open the person you are. You need to be able to unblock everything in your power to become better than yesterday. So you may be 40 pounds heavier than you were when you were 15. So what you have to do is you have to study nutrition for 2 or 3 years. I did it in the first year and I lost 23 kilos. So you have to study nutrition because you're fat. It's so simple. And once you do that, you're going to lose the weight, because each day you see a few words, you learn a bit by bit, you learn nutrition. What does this do? And how do I improve my eating habits? And you ask yourself questions based on health, and you're going to lose weight. And when you lose 40 pounds and you look sexier than before, that is a greater sales point. You're going to become a better salesperson. So obviously when you are making $50,000 a year and then you get it up to $500,000 a year, you're going to have better success, and you're going to have also a better sales point. So the best success on the planet is also the best salesperson. The best salesperson on the planet has the best success in the world. The more you increase your success is also the more you increase all areas of your life. So increase your spirituality, increase your mindset, increase the looks, have bigger muscles, have more success in all areas of your life, in your relationships, in your friendships, in your travels, in your life skills, in your time management, in your planning, in your journaling, in your influencing videos. Produce more content, give more value, practice your skills, craft and craft and craft, and make more and do more, and you're going to become better. Learn more and you'll become better. Increase your skills, because it does not get easier. Jim Rohn. So the more that you can increase your skills, you can also make sure to be ahead of life. Those people who are ahead of life are always people who are planning. They are people who are better than yesterday. There are people who are disciplined to discipline themselves even more. So the more that you can discipline yourself to stay away from gratification, from sex, stay away from sex, because obviously if you're not getting none, then stay away from it for 2-3 years, and then later on you're going to acquire even more of it. Because if you're out there chasing sex, then you're wasting your time on these women that don't give a fuck about you, and you're just like a rat chasing cheese. Never be a rat chasing cheese. Okay, never chase anything in life. You don't get sex? Fucking you don't need sex. How about that? And there was a woman who said, how about that? And everyone started teasing her. Look at her, now she's a big rock star. She's a rapper. She doesn't give a fuck what people think of her. But at least people know her. At least people view her. At least people give her attention now. And that's the whole point. To have a better sales point, you need more attention. Attention is the eye. Have bigger eyes. Now what do I mean? Have a bigger vision. The bigger your eyes, the bigger your vision. So what is your vision? You have to make one. You have to make a better vision than you have. So the best vision that you can have in life is make sure that you're prospering and becoming abundant. And become more abundant than yesterday. And become more abundant than yesterday. Be a person who is always teaching. Be a person who is always growing. Now, the best vision on the planet is being better than yesterday. And when you can achieve that, you can also become a better salesperson. Because to have more success is to increase balance in your life. Balance is everything. When you can improve your weaknesses and your strengths, you can also improve all areas of your life. Now, work on your strengths and make sure that you are only doing what makes you the best. Okay? Never do what makes you the weakest, because when you do what makes you the best, you're always going to improve your weakest point. Now, what is your weakest point in life? Now, your weakest point in life is what you must do next. Now, the weakest point in life is your next leap of faith. It's like, fuck, I have to go from video now to fucking public speaking in front of people. And I have to do it for free. And I have to create the events. I have to create I have to create the events, and I have to go and show myself to 100 people and speak about my craft. And I also have to get there, I have to advertise it, I have to learn advertising to be able to do this. So that's the next leap of faith. So then, that is the weakness that you must overcome. So how do you do it? You work on your strengths, you do your craft it, and produce it. Get good enough with your craft, and your craft and your strength is going to propel you to make that leap. So when you're focusing on your weaknesses, you're always going to delay. But when you're focusing on your strengths and you're doing what you're very good at, you're always going to prosper, you're going to become better. So always look at what are your top 3 strengths and just do that. Now your top 3 strengths in life are your top 3 goals. What are your top 3 goals in life? See, my biggest strength in life is growing every single day. That's my number 1 strength in life. They call me the James Bond of growth. I am the James Bond of growth. Because I always wanted to be James Bond. I always wanted to be the actor James Bond. The guy who has a tuxedo, who has the gun, and who has the woman who's a badass. And now, I am the James Bond of growth, and that means that no one grows better than me in life. I grow the most. For my age, definitely, and for every single age, I grow the most now. Do you know why? Because I provide myself the best value on the planet, and I make sure to go get it. Now, I'm a go-getter. What does that mean? That means that when I have an insight, I fucking take action and I do it. And I dive in, and then I learn as I go. Now, when I first started creating YouTube videos, fuck, I was shit. Like honestly, I made all these random videos and I started on 1 minute a day. And I created and I uploaded 500 videos and I fucking got 74 subscribers. Like fucking nothing. And here I am, now making fucking 1 hour videos for all these type of playlists that I have on my YouTube. And I'm having the most fun in the world. Because I'm practicing my craft and I'm becoming a better communicator and a better salesperson. Because I give value and because I have something to talk about. I'd rather have something to talk about that gives value than have nothing to talk about and never show my face. I'd rather show my face because later on in 50 years time, I'll get to look at myself in the mirror, which is my video right now. I get to revisit the past and I get to leave something behind for my family to read upon for themselves. Now, if the world does not give a fuck about this video, then my family will, and that's it. And for myself, it doesn't matter what happens in life, whether you get the value or not. I gave you the value, it's up to you now. What are you going to do about it? The best thing you can do is grab it, take action, and apply it. Now, you must be able to give value to others to become a better person of value. The person who gives more value is much more valuable to the world, because the more content you produce, the better you are. We are all producers of life, so you must be able to do something in life to get out of the 9 to 5. This is just my way of getting out of the 9 to 5. Now, the best way that you can become a salesperson is improve your habits. Improve your habits, grow daily, plan daily. And when I mean plan, I mean journal your thoughts, solve your problems on your paper. Now, when you use paper, use your electronic device and use your note system on your iPhone or Samsung. And then use Google Drive, the application Google Drive or Dropbox, and put your notes in there and store them. So if you do lose your phone, that at least your notes are stored, okay? And you can use it for reference later on. Now what you do is you just make sure that you're always improving your writing, improve your voice, improve your muscles, improve your mindset, improve your looks, improve your money making skills, improve your communication skills, improve your life in all areas, and you'll become a better salesperson. That's the best way. There is no other way. There is only become better than yesterday. So if you're doing everything in your life right now, what you've always been doing, you'll never grow. You'll always be the same. Albert Einstein. But what you can do is always do something different. Like for today, for example, I did a stretching series for the first time, and you can go check it out. It's on my playlist. And it's the one that says Soul Grove Stretching Series. Or Stretching Lessons. So I still have to name it, but you can go on my playlist and check it out. And I did it, and I had the most fun. But guys, have the most fun, guys. Have the most fun. So to be able to have the most fun, you need to be able to make sure that you're growing. Because growing is the most fun. Being able to grow, being able to be more disciplined, being able to become the master of your sexuality, being able to stay away from sex, being able to travel the world while everyone else is stuck in one place. Guys, it's the best feeling in the world. There's nothing more fun than a person who is growing. Nothing more fun. People may judge you, but as long as you're growing, they can never outjudge you. Now, no matter what happens, no one can define you. So what you need to be doing is always making sure that you're lifting others and screw the rest. Because only those who are viewing you, only those who view you are important. That is your crowd. That is your fans. So what you need to do is always give them value and always make sure to self-promote yourself, because a person who is very sexy, who has the best communication skills, who is practicing public speaking, who is growing daily, who is reading books, who is always reading audiobooks and making sure to read faster than yesterday in terms of speed reading, in terms of listening to audio faster, they're the people who are going to grow the most. Now, when you can grow the most, you can also be the best, and you can be the best of the best. Now, being the best of the best is the best thing on the planet. Now, to get there, you need to create more content. You need to create more and more content, and you need to do it now, because so far in 2019, YouTube, social media, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, LinkedIn, Twitter, these sites are for free. So what you need to do is create content and put it out on those sites so that you can become better with yourself to be able to practice your content. Just focus on that. And then make sure that you see that these platforms have only been around for 13 years, from 2019. So take advantage. Guys, the internet is early. The internet has been around for 20 years now. And the best thing you can do is make sure to transition into the internet period and produce more content and show your face more. Expose yourself, expose the person you are. But first, make sure you're improving your habits daily. Improve your habits, and eventually you'll be able to get on the camera, because I was so anxious in my life that I could never show my face. Now, I could show my face in terms of showing my face on Facebook, in images and in some videos, but never like this. Now I can create 1 hour videos, I can create bloopers videos, I can create all these type of videos, because I feel sexier than ever. And I'm only growing sexier by the day. So in 1 year's time, I'll be so much more sexier than this. Because I grow and I grow. That's the only thing on my mind every single day. Nothing else. No fucking sex is ever going to satisfy me as much as my growing daily is going to help me. No amount of sex will help me like I will help me in life. No amount of sex will help grow me like I can grow me. No amount of sex will help me love me like I love me. Do you understand that? So, even though some people may have sex, all you need to do is just grow and you have even more than them. It's fucking simple. And remember, life is fucking long. Life is long. Life is fucking very long. So never think you have to do things fast. Use the 70-year barrier that you have to promote yourself, to do things faster, to become better than yesterday, to sell more of what you're doing, to give more value, to become someone in life. Use 70 years to achieve it. You're 70 years and more. Guys, you have over 70 years to live. It's a long time. It's not a short time. Those people that say they're here for a short time or their life is short, like fucking, their life is over. What you need to do is think long term. Alright? Because life is never short. Life is not here for a short time. Life is eternity. Life is fucking long. So think long perspective. Think long term. Think, what will you do with the end in mind? Now, begin with the end in mind means make sure that you have a vision in place that's going to make you better than yesterday. There's nothing else. Alright? Those people who can achieve a better you, for example, you can achieve a better you, I can achieve a better me than yesterday. Guys, there's nothing more important than that. I improve myself for me and you improve yourself for you. And that's how you become better. That's how we become better. We must work together to promote each other so that we can promote others, so that others can promote others, so that we can better the world. That is our responsibility, to make the world better. That is our responsibility to make ourselves kinder human beings and make sure that we are impacting the world in the best ways. Because that's what a leader does. A leader will never destroy you. A leader will never degrade you. People who are salespeople are always people who are lifting. Be with the uplifters in life. Be with people who are seminar junkies. Okay, going to seminars, fucking learning, giving money here and there, throwing money at people. Be around those people. Because you need to throw money at people to be able to learn something. Invest money in your mindset, invest money in yourself, in the best things of life. If you have today $0 to $100,000, invest it only in yourself. Nothing else. Invest in your mindset and your business and make sure that you promote yourself daily, because guess what? I'm 27 and promoting 2-3 videos a day over the next 50 years. Hello. There is so much time that I can do this, and I have plenty of time to become famous, to become fame, to become legacy in life, to become someone. So I have all the time in the world. I'm not rushing. I'm just doing things slow. I'm that turtle. I'm a turtle in life, or better. So I'm that turtle or better. So guys, I'm always repeating these affirmations with or better at the end, because that's what Jack Canfield taught me. He said, when you are repeating stuff, remember to put it with or better at the end, because that way you'll never know exactly what you said. And that's the best thing. Just keep repeating positive affirmations with or better at the end, because it's always going to be positive. So no matter what I say, even if it's negative, I'm negative or better. I'm a fucking asshole or better. I'm a fucking poofed up or better. Like, you don't even know what I said, because I just said it at the end with or better. So the whole point of that is just for me to meditate. And meditation is life. So when you can meditate better, you can also have a better schedule. You can be more productive. You can also increase your net worth. You can increase other people's net worth. You can help people earn millions of dollars. You can earn yourself millions. So that's the whole point. Make sure that you can make yourself financially free by being a social influencer, because now it's the internet age. It's the technology age. Okay? It's no longer the industrial age, which just stands for the fucking 9 to 5. It's no longer the 9 to 5 jobs, because guess what? Robots are coming into place. And robots are replacing people in the 9 to 5. Guess what happens? Because robots are coming into the 9 to 5, more people have to brand themselves. More people have to get up on social media, and more people have to be able to teach others to become financially free. Because there are going to be less jobs in the world, because robots are taking over the place. Now, we live in a time where this is all happening, okay? My grandfather lived through the time of the television set, the radio, the internet came out, the World War, Second World War. And he experienced so many things in life that was just taking place. And now, we're in the same position. where life is going to take place in a better way for us. But we have to take advantage. We have to use our resources. We have to make sure that we are better than yesterday so that we can prosper and be better than our friends. Because that's what it's about. It's about being better than our friends and family were. Make them jealous, but be better than them. Be better than the world. Always seek to be better than the next person. Seek to be sexier than the next person you see. Be the sexiest person in the room. Be the smartest person in the room. Do you know why? Because there's no other way. Be the smartest person in the world. Hello? The world is the room. Be the fucking smartest person, because what other fucking worlds are there in life? There is a quote: if you are the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. Now, the world is a fucking room, and obviously you must be the smartest in it. So, guys, no matter what happens, there is always a quote that is going to help you grow. Now, the person who wrote that there must be whatever it is in life to help you grow. For example, Lao Tzu. Lao Tzu said that if you become a man of influence, you're always going to be better than yesterday. And that's the whole point. So make sure that no matter what, you're always improving your habits, because your habits improve your destiny, because your destiny improves everything else. Lao Tzu. Now guys, no matter what, when you see a quote, when you see something that someone said, never try to drag the person down, but try to reveal that quote in a better way and fuck everything else, because the best thing you can do in life is just stick to your own guns and make sure that you disable other people in terms of what they say, so that you can grow, so that you can also lift them in terms of a better way. Now, I mean that disable other people in a better way. That's it, there's nothing else. So those people who can always talk and walk the talk, they're the people who are going to be better sales pitchers. They're going to pitch the best, because the best pitcher in the world, the best person who makes the most money is the person who has the most integrity. Now, the person who is living life the best is always living the life of integrity. There's nothing else. Now, it doesn't mean that the person who has Amazon is living in integrity, but because he created something that made him rich, he only became rich because he created it, but he's financially rich. Okay, he's the richest person in terms of finances. Now, what you need to do is always make sure that no matter what, even though you fail, you just get up and you build resilience. Now, resilience is built through discipline. When you can improve your discipline, you can also improve your sales pitch, because those people who get up faster are learning faster, have more energy faster, have energy faster, are better mindsets, they think alone greater, they do everything greater, they always have the greatest clarity, and they're always focused about what they say and what they do. Now, that is the whole point of being a salesperson. Have better communication skills and express yourself in a different way every single time, so that you can practice and make better practice. Okay? Listen, practice never makes perfect, but practice makes better. And better is perfect. Better is better than perfect. So just seek to be better. And once you put on the internet, it's done. Okay? Once you put on the internet, there's no going back. Never delete it. Okay? Let it be. Because what I done, I created this playlist. I created about 20 videos, 30 videos, and I deleted it all because I was just unhappy with who I was. So what I done was I stored it somewhere, and now I can re-upload that for people to watch how I was, how I really was before I even started this channel on YouTube. And I was actually fatter, and I was way worse than I am today, but I tried my best. And that's the best thing in life. Do your best. I never tried my best, I've done my best. And I still do my best every day. So never seek to try anything in life, because to try is to fail. Now, just do it, as Nike brand says. Now, no matter what, only promote what you believe in. Now, when you promote anything that is negative, then you're going to become negative. Never be the person who is sober but promoting alcohol. Like, come on. You have to live with who you are. Now, what you need to do is always make sure that you are just increasing your vibrancy, increasing your sexiness and your fondness of who you are in terms of your wisdom. Increase your wisdom, apply more knowledge, and make sure that you are taking more action daily, because knowledge is not power. Knowledge with action is power, and those people who are increasing their knowledge are always going to increase the person they are. Now, when you increase the person you are more humble, you are more highly respected, and you have more morals. Now, what is morals? A person who has morals has high ethics. Now, what is high ethics? High ethics and morals has got everything to do with how much you love yourself and respect yourself. When you have high ethics and high morals, you're also a person who is noble. Now, what is a noble person? A noble person is a humble person who is never above anyone. You have equals in life. You are my equal, I'm your equal. Now, what we must do is become superior and always lead others the best we can. Now, never kick someone to say they are below you. Never kick someone to say that they are below you, because they are never below you. They are just people who are unaware of their life. So what you need to do is lift them, okay? And lifting is the best humble practice in the world. When you lift people, you will become also a noble man. Now, that is the whole point of being a noble person who is always respected and who is modest. A modest person is noble. A noble person is humble. A humble person is modest. Modesty, a model, anything in life must improve. So a person who is modesty, a person who is noble, a person who is humble must always improve and improve others, because that is the definition of those words. Now, when you can become positivity and an optimist, which is another word for a positive person who lifts people, then you can also become a salesperson, because the whole point of lifting and pitching and doing everything in life and everything that you do and waking up is to grow. So the first thing that must be on your mind when you grow, and then when you wake up in the morning, is to grow. That's your first thought. Today I must grow. Straight up, that's your first thought of the day. And you must be able to apply the knowledge in the day by writing it down on paper. Many people go through life missing out on what is happening in the world, because they get so many thoughts in their day that they never write it down, and they miss out big opportunities. Because me, for every second of every day, I write every fucking thought that I have that is going to improve myself. Now, I never disrupt myself, I only improve myself. Now, words are words. Words will never offend you, and words will never take you down. But those people who are doing negative things are always going to drag everyone else down with them. Now, be around the people who are doing positive things, making a difference. Be around people who are social influencers, and only seek to do what people are doing that is positive. So when you see a positive thing, make sure that you are thinking in terms of doing what is positive. So do only what is going to get you higher. Now, also do what you've never tried, and do what you've never done, because that's also a new experience, and that's also trial and error. Now, the more you can do something you've never done, the more wisdom you're going to acquire, and life is wisdom. This world is wisdom. The more wisdom you acquire, the better salesperson you are. Guys, please give me a like and a thumbs down. Give me whatever you got. Please make sure that you are engaging with me and making sure that you guys are following my videos and also watching any of the other ones I created in the past, because they're all going to help you. And please click over here for those videos and please follow my journey and make sure that you guys subscribe, make sure you give me a like, and also please go and check out my Instagram at Danny Milivojevic, which is in the title of this YouTube video, and get yourself those quote books in my YouTube description, which are also found on my Instagram bio link, and join my veganism community, veganism media community on Facebook, and join in the crowd. And please, let's win and let's just grow together and always make sure that we become better salespeople. And the whole point of this video is just to make sure that you gain value and that you become a better person throughout it. So I provided the most I could in this video, because there are so many more videos to come that 1 hour can be enough for this video, and then we can continue in other videos, and you can also follow my journey and we can follow each other's journey. Just make sure that you engage with me and ask me questions. Anyway guys, thank you very much, and see you guys in the next video. And make sure that today you be inspired, and make sure that no matter what, you're never losing, because the person who is losing is never a winner, and we are winners. So we only grow, and growing is a foundation of living.